Hey everybody, Buck Buckminster with 360 Louisville back here at the Getty Eye Center with Dr. Brian Clark. Dr. Clark, good to meet you today.
Yes, pleasure meeting you too.
I'm very, very excited to have a chance to visit with you about an issue that we all deal with every day, and that is the issue of protecting our eyes, I guess, when we're outside.
That is correct.
Ultraviolet rays.
That is correct.
Tell me about that.
Yes, everyone is very aware of the harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation to the skin, but also the ultraviolet light can have damaging effects to the eyes also. One of the most common effects of ultraviolet radiation, people may have heard of cataracts. That's from long-term exposure to UV light.
Right.
Also, it can affect part of the retina called the macula. That's called a macular degeneration, where it affects your 20/20 vision over long term. So those are long-term effects. One of the short-term effects of ultraviolet radiation exposure is called photokeratitis. It's almost like a sunburn to the eyes. If you get that, what you would experience is extreme light sensitivity, excessive tearing. You may even feel like a gritting sensation in the eyes.
Okay.
So what the American Optometric Association has recommended that anytime you're outside in the sunlight is that you would wear a hat with a wide brim and also sunglasses.
Right.
And they've actually come up with some recommendations of the type of sunglasses you'd want to wear. You would want to make sure that you're wearing lenses that block out 99 to 100% of the UVA and UVB light. And you also want to make sure that they're uniform and in color and free of distortion.
Okay.
You know, for people that are involved in activities that might be a hazardous recreational activity, they would recommend like polycarbonate lenses to prevent any injury from the shattering of the lens.
Sure.
And then also you could benefit from people that do fishing or a lot of driving. Polarized lenses are very effective as far as that's concerned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, from a lens standpoint, is there anything in particular when I go to pick out a pair of sunglasses that I want to think about or ask about when I am picking out, you know, a good pair of sunglasses? Because you're right, I want a frame that's going to last.
Absolutely.
I want lenses that aren't going to shatter if it was a baseball or a golf ball or just unfortunately an unfortunate car wreck. I don't want a lens that's going to shatter and wind up in my eye.
That's correct.
So talk to me about lenses that I should be looking for and asking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the things we recommended is to help prevent the damage of the UV light. Again, you want to make sure 99 to 100% protection from the UVA and UVB.
All right.
And then you want to also make sure that it's blocking at least 75 to 100% of the visible light.
Okay.
And then also free of distortions to make sure that you're having good, clear images, viewing of images when you look through there. Most high-quality frames, you'll be able to find that.
Gotcha. Okay, great. Anything else you can share with us today about protecting our eyes from that wonderful sun that we like to have, but we know that we got to be careful with?
Yes, we just recommend that we see you every year just to make sure that your eyes are healthy and that if there are any signs of damage from UV light, that we'll be able to pick up that in a
Okay, interesting. So in a regular eye exam, you'd actually be able to tell me whether I'd had UV damage to my eyes.
Absolutely, we can see that.
Wonderful.
We can see that, and we can make recommendations for you of how you might want to change your activities or help to protect yourself a little bit better.
Sure. Now, is there a treatment for UV damage to my eyes?
For short-term exposure, generally we would help with artificial tears to help with the gritty sensation. As far as macular degeneration that you might get from long-term exposure, we can definitely help with some supplements and keep track on things. As far as cataracts, definitely help with one way to reduce that was continue to wear sunglasses at that point.
Very good, very good. Dr. Brian Clark, it's been a pleasure visiting with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.